Good morning. How's everyone doing this morning? Good, good. So welcome. I'm just read off my phone. Good morning. Thank you for joining us for our technology user group for training on how to seal the deal online with Google Meet. We have a guest speaker named Daryl. He's going to teach us everything that Google Meet can use that we can use on Google Meet to be better present in front of our clients. My name is Megan Cooper. I'm the 2023 Technology Committee Chair. We're very excited to have you all here today. This is actually our final one of the year, so happy holidays, everyone. Please make sure your phones are on mute, and if you have any questions, raise your hand, and then Daryl will answer the questions in the way he thinks is best. We do have a gift card sponsor. It's actually the Board of Realtors. They're giving away a gift card to Yard House, so that would be fun. So make sure your name is on the list, and then we will randomly pick somebody for a $25 gift card. I want to thank all the technology committee members, our staff liaison, Jamie, and the association staff for their support in putting this event together. I am now pleased to welcome my fellow colleague, Daryl Christensen.
All right, so Rhonda Newport wanted me to be up here for about an hour and a half. So if you need to use the restroom, use it now. Realistically, this is going to take about 10, 15 minutes. Google Meet's real simple to use, real easy to use. I have notes I'm reading from. Undeniably, Zoom is a household name. Google Meet is only an alternative to Zoom. If you don't have a Zoom license or we're having problems with Zoom, you can use Zoom, or we can use Google Meet. The other thing's kind of interesting about Google Meet, for all of the realtors out there using Gmail, it's built into your Gmail account already. It is free unless you need to record it. If you're looking at recording, you do have to pay for the Pro. It's $120 a year, where Zoom's $140, so it's about the same. Anything that has a browser on it, you can use. Doesn't matter, desktop, tablet, etc. And for me, the best part for me about Google Meet is it's so simple to use, not just for me, but if you have clients out there that aren't real tech savvy, maybe they're elderly, they just don't, they haven't gotten into the Zoom land and stuff like that. It is super easy to use because it's all browser based. Incredible. Now, there's two reasons why I use Google Meet. One is to go over any documents where I can't be face-to-face with the client. Of course, we would want to be face-to-face if we can, but if they're out-of-towners, or I live up in Tehachapi, they live out in Lake Isabella or something like that, I don't want to make the drive, Google Meet's a very, very easy way to go over all of your documents. It doesn't matter if it's an RPA, if it's a listing agreement, if you're going over a home warranty or a home inspection, you can use Google Meet for that. The other reason I use Google Meet is for to do video calls. If you're trying to do like a virtual tour or something like that. Yeah, if you're trying to do a virtual tour, if I use an Android, if you happen to have an iPhone, you can't do video calls, so you can use Google Meet very easily to do that. Wonderful. Now, the big tip that I have for either Zoom or Google Meet is I always use my phone. I believe in quality over quantity, and we've all been in meetings where the audio is probably less than ideal. But if you're on the phone with your client and you're using Google Meet just to show the documents, you have quality on the phone, and everything else is done video on the Google Meet. So, pretty simple to do. Before you when you go to log into Google Meet, I pulled up, as you can see here, this is just a blank RPA form that I have here. As you start your Google Meet meeting, you can choose what you want to see. Now, I've been on a couple meetings where people have, pictures on their desktop, that kind of thing. I always open up before the meeting starts all the documents I want to show. That way, the end user, the client, doesn't see anything I don't want them to see at the back end. So in order to start a new meeting, you could do a meeting for later. What that would be is if you're scheduling something out for, like next Tuesday or whatever, you can have that ahead of time. And that way you can email it out, or start an instant meeting. We're going to do an instant meeting now. Usually I do the meeting later and then email it over to the client. The URL is super simple. It's right here. Meet.google.com and then whatever that backend is. So you can text that over to your client. You can email that over to your client. If you guys want to pick up your phones and go to that right now, you'll be able to see what's on the screen. It's real simple and easy to use. If you're going to go to it, let me know and I can read it out to you if you can't see it. If you want a video, you can turn the video on. When we go to present now, you can see where you can choose what you want. Right now, I only have the RPA open. If you have Chrome open with tabs in Chrome, like if you're doing a property valuation and you want to have 3 or 4 tabs open that you're trying to show, you can have Chrome there. And then when you're showing this, this is the only thing that the client will see. If I minimize my desktop over here, you can't, wait, wrong one. Oh, I lied. Oh, I goofed something up. Let's pretend I didn't goof that up. So as you can see, I'm not sure what I goofed up with that, but yeah, you should be able to only see just the RPA that we have here. Oh, that's what I'm doing wrong. Hold on, hold on. Okay, I goofed it all up. Give me a second here. Panic at the Disco. Okay, perfect. So as you can see here, everything, like I would be on the phone with you. Forgive me, what's your name? Mohammed. Okay, we're going to use Mohammed here for a second. So Mohammed's my client, and I'm going to go over the RPA with him. Instead of trying to do it, where you send them a copy and you're trying to get it explained where they're at, you could just pull it up here. Mohammed can see the screen. As we jump down, of course, we'd have Mohammed's name here. We just verify everything is correct. Now, one thing I'm doing kind of on purpose, as I'm looking down through something, you can see how fast I'm moving here. What's really important to know is when you're doing a virtual presentation, is the end user what they're thinking. Move your mouse slower. They're trying to read. If you're scrolling up and down, it's going to be very, very distracting for them. So you have to purposely slow down. So as we're going through the as we're going through it, now we come up to the actual purchase agreement here. We can then agree with Mohammed. Okay, so Mohammed, we're going to have the date for today. We're going to list your property here. And this is going to be the purchase price. Say Mohammed, originally we had it for $450,000. And then after talking with Mohammed, he says, no, whatever the case is, we want to change it. Well, you're making your changes real time with him in front of you. So he agrees. So, okay, we're going to make it 455. He sees that everything's good. Then you can send that over for signatures. Pretty simple to do. Go over everything. And there's really not much to it. It's super easy to use. And my 90 minutes are up. Not really much else to Google Meet here. On your phone, if you're using your phone, when you open up Google Meet, it will automatically go to presenter mode. So like if you're doing a virtual tour of a house, you just flip your camera around the other way. You can walk around and talk like that. Not a whole lot to this. Questions? Hi, Rhonda.
So the end user, when they see the screen, that's all they see. It's not like Zoom where they can see you and the document.
Yeah, if we wanted to, I goofed it up earlier. Give me a second here. I don't know if I could ungoof it.
Question for some.
Oh. So the question is how do we show ourselves? Yes, we can show ourselves, like right here. Yeah. when I rehearsed this last night and again this morning, I didn't have this problem. So I goofed it up somehow. But yes, you can. You just like Zoom, and you could change the background too. You know, you can blur your background, have your own background, just like Zoom. Yes.
And how many people can you have on the other end? Like, can you have multiple end users, multiple phones?
The way
or-
I understand it, it's up to 100 people for 1 hour.
Okay.
So
you can conduct a meeting, actually.
yeah, you can actually conduct a meeting. And what I've done, there's been a couple times where I kind of figured it was going to go long. So I prompted the client ahead of time, say, hey, we have an hour time limit. I set an alarm for 55 minutes. Once that kicked on, I said, okay, we need to take a little bit of a break. And then we just started a new meet meeting.
Stand up there. So to do this, it's meet.google.com.
Yeah. You can either go google.com/meet or meet.google.com.
Okay.
And what I've done with my team is I have actually typed up procedures for it from start to finish. That way anybody in my team can pick up this and give the same presentation, know where everything is, unless you're standing in front of a bunch of people and you panic.
I have a question. Is there a app for Google Meet or is it all web-based?
All web-based. That's one of the things I like different, because if with Zoom you can download an app, but if you have problems with it, you know, somebody's trying to connect or whatever the case is, Google Meet's only web-based, and it's built right into Gmail. You can start it from Gmail. If they're on the Gmail account, they just click right there and it's integrated.
So you essentially go to your internet and type in Google Meet and then you start a Google Meet
Yeah.
thing.
Probably should have said that ahead of time. Thank you.
So the client has to have a Gmail account in order to.
No. You don't have to have Gmail at all.
The link is going to be open through the browser on their phone.
Correct. Absolutely. Yeah. Do it again right now.
And after the class, if the instructor is available, you can hang out and do it, you know, among yourself. So you're crystal.
So right here, I just went to meet.google.com, click on new meeting. We'll start an instant meeting. No, that's not what I wanted. Yes.
So one thing that I don't know if it's because. So I have different capabilities, and so I guess because I'm on a pro version, I didn't realize it was timed to, or it was limited to an hour. But oftentimes when I'm scheduling appointments with my clients doing Google Meets, you actually have the ability to, right from your calendar, to add the Google Meet link so that, you know, whether you're meeting in person or online, they have the link right in their calendar. And so it gives them the ability to have that link immediately. And that, you know, when you schedule, as opposed to going through there, I live and die by my calendar. So it's easy that you can do it right from that spot.
Yeah, you are absolutely correct. For the Googlers that, you know, if you have Google Workspaces or you're using a Gmail, you're absolutely right. It's integrated directly in. So for this particular meeting, also the free version is only an hour long. Pro is unlimited. So we have that HTTPS. Now on your end user side, did everybody get logged into that? I don't know or not. All the end user would have to do is right here where it says enter the meeting link. That's where you would enter in your meeting link. Yeah, or yeah, either text it or like a Zoom meeting, it has a number Meet is just that, whatever that happens to be. If I present now, yeah, it's a one-click thing with that. You're absolutely correct about
Sorry.
that.
So if you utilize the Gmail app, at the very bottom of your Gmail app, you'll see a little camera. And if you press the camera at the bottom right, you have the ability to start a new meeting from there or click join a meeting, and then that's where you would enter that code.
Thank you for that. Guess I should have had that mouse pad, Jamie. Were you able to get logged in, Mohammed? Okay. Anyhow, other questions? You look like you have a burning question. No?
Can you walk through the process? I've never done this. You're going very fast.
Oh, sorry.
How you add the documents and how you set it up.
Yeah, give me 1 second here.
Did everybody sign the sign-in sheet for the drawing?
Okay, so I just clicked present, and you'll notice that up here, all of the windows that I have open, they're asking you which one you want to log into. So say, for instance, I want to log in, I want to show the oh, I guess this is blasphemy, huh? I'm also in Hatchby. So if I wanted to show that the Hatchby MLS to my client, I would start there. And then you could just swap over to whichever other, that's the one I was looking for. You could just, once you sharing that one screen, you'll be able to swap back and forth. You'll notice at the top here, it says stop sharing. So you're sharing all of your Chrome documents right there. And all you have to do is go back and forth between each one. Did that help or not? No? Yes?
So you have to prep everything before you go into Google Meets.
Yes. Yeah. And don't panic. That's the important one. I prep everything when I be part of my procedures is before the meeting starts, I bring up everything I want to show and only what I want to show. So like for instance, if I'm going through home inspection, I'll have the home inspection up, the termite report up, whatever we would have. I would already have that up and ready. That way, when we're going, all I'm doing is clicking from one tab or one application to the next one. If you don't, then the end user will see you minimizing and fumbling around a little bit. Anything else? Yes, sir.
What machine are you using? Is that a Windows PC?
Yeah, this is Windows 11. It does work on on Apple. It works on tablets. It works on Android. Anything with a Chrome web browser, I know for sure works. I use Chrome, but I'm sure Edge and Safari, well, I know Safari works too. So yeah, any web browser would be acceptable.
Pro version, is there a limit on the number of attendees?
I don't know that for sure. Unfortunately, I don't.
What is it on the free version?
Free version, I believe it's 100 people you can have attending at one time.
And what was the length of time?
1 hour,
60 minutes.
60 minutes. Yeah, that I know for sure. I've run into that a couple times.